Wait, it's Lux and Aphelios. Hold on.
Hold on. Lethal tempo on Jarvan?
Oh wait, I still have lethal. Think no need to path hop. I'm just gonna path either like might go 3 camp mid, burn a flash. Deathfire touch bard.
That guy is just building Lichbane or statics or something.
Goon Master 69, a Renata player.
Lux's name, Ari's name isn't bad either. The Dilf Hunter.
Yeah. Oh,
Why is your
the
shot so
hashtag was
small?
also keep HUD small as fuck. I also have technically have a big monitor, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay. Wait, can you stream your screen share your screen instead of your game? It's really laggy for some reason.
Yeah, 1 sec.
Sorry.
No worries. Yeah, I can see it's choppy as hell.
Alright. Better, thank you.
Welcome. So, bot lane didn't put a word down and it did not fire. Guess I could go mid after this, but also I think I'm going, seeing as if they're playing both very aggro, and I think the Volibear is now shifting to bot side. Going in.
What the fuck?
There we go.
I'm not flashing the knockup, but then flashing after he gets hit by everything. Amazing.
Oh! Ah!
Holy.
Why is there a bear?
He was angry.
It's not invading. Weird. I think the Lux didn't flash because she didn't think I could get the flag and drag through. But once you see me moving, you should probably fly it.
I mean, you can always EQ even if you're rooted. So that's not really...
Guess where we're going.
Yep. Oh. Volibear was bot side. How is he slower to crab than you? I guess he didn't skip a camp.
Oh, what just happened?
She went in. Don't. Wait, it's fine.
I was waiting to see if I needed to last hit, but I think I'm just gonna go and take the scuttle.
Yeah.
Oh, Volley's hitting in the bush bot lane. And Sign's too low, can't. I think I'm just gonna help him shove out. It's okay. Just. You are very annoying, Mr. Plat. Oh, there's a Volibear here. Going for one. And I'm just gonna leave this way. Gonna reset, get Tunneler plus Longsword Ruby, maybe. Yeah. Okay.
Still quite choppy, I don't know.
I don't know, might be the 2K, but I don't know. It's weird that it's choppy.
Guess we'll have to make do. It's fine.
I think it's because of this.
Nope.
Hold on, it should have reloaded, and then if I switch the stream to like actual game client now. Should have switched. Felt the buffer.
Hmm. It's a bit better. It's marginal. That's fine. It's okay.
What? I don't understand. Whatever.
Ari wasn't there yet, I guess.
Could have killed them all. I had level 6, but Botlane wouldn't commit to the fight. I'm gonna give up Drake here, but this volley being so slow, I do get a shot at taking his top jungle. Ooh. What? Why are you here?
This is what Drake, he wants to scuttle.
Shit, I guess. I'm dead. He has full control over bot side and don't go for Drake. Okay. Okay. Removing.
Yeah, can't.
And Should have saw the Ari moving first. If I play with her immediately, I think the Lux just dies and we can get her out, but
Potentially.
after that it's just a bit of sunk cost fallacy.
Good play from Renata. Is there a reason you went for that Drake fight?
Item advantage. I had Sundered Sky, the Volibear did not.
Okay.
I think, especially since I'm playing Jarvan, which is a champion that falls off horribly, I need to push my advantage when I have it. Also, Felius had no mana, so he had to get out of the fight and burn the flash, burn the Bard ult, so they went for the re-engage, they were down tools. I believe my food is here.
This is hilarious. Needs to be a Jarvan skin where he has like a pizza or something on his spear. You see, his food arrived mid-game because we were in queue for so long.
Taco timing couldn't be worse.
Actually, could be worse. Nothing happens in the game. Like, it's no objective you're losing. It's just a bit of time.
I'm gonna go kill this Lux. I did not need to flash.
Yeah, that's fine. there a reason you're not smiting camps?
Force of habit.
Okay.
Realistically, it's just that I'm not like I need smite for whatever might come up.
Yeah.
Realistically, I can just do this and keep moving with my life. Yeah, 300 gold. Okay, used Q. Can walk up. Oh.
He's still here. Oh, that Aphelios is gonna be angry. Ooh, nice flash.
Well, that's Philius flash. Okay.
We're taking that. Ay. Sad for Ari that Lux is not playing Zillion instead. Take it. Ari's going top anyways.
Nothing on the map.
Do you have item?
Yeah, I do.
Why are we still on
I'm
the map?
trying to cover. Let's see if if the teammates were gonna pull a play.
They shouldn't.
Is everybody top lane? We are forcing the play. Guess I'll move. Oh, fuck off.
I can still take that. Damn. It's still good. Most of them, I guess.
Oh, you're here. Okay. I have no mana for an EQ. I have no ult. Nothing. Like this is just bad.
So why are you still there? Just leave. 30 seconds ago. Worse. Cleaver Bard. Unreal.
I guess.
I guess there's some other items you could build. Hexblade, maybe? I don't know.
No. That's only cleaver. Unless he's building 2 items at once.
May as well. No, I think it is actually cleaver, because it has synergy with Deathfire Touch at the moment. Like it insta-procs it.
Yeah, no.
What the fuck is a Fearless doing?
For Salius, for sure, you can face tank a fucking Jarvan. Great idea.
I mean, he can, but only if he has teammates.
Basically nothing. They took this Scuttle Crab. Now we have to see. We haven't gotten a single tier 1. What the fuck is... We have... Whatever.
Yet the game is still close. You can EQ way rooted.
I can't. You can't EQ when you're like stunned.
But while you are rooted, you can. Lux Q doesn't stun you. Doing it.
They're doing the thing where they play the video game. Contrary to apparently what they've been doing on laning phase. Oh, no, they're it again.
The base defense. It's really close. Damn, you got it.
Yeah, that catches me. Okay.
The how many Drake is that for them? Second, yeah.
Second Drake for them.
Can give that. Who cares?
Yeah, this is the bigger issue. Like, my Caitlyn seems over to right clicking, so like we have nothing that really combos with my dive.
Yeah, I don't think you have to dive technically. You can somehow protect the Caitlyn. It's good enough. Problem is if she gets caught by Lux, she's just dead. You just dry walk into Siren Q as Lux. It's crazy. But
I guess they just do this, like, and I'm flabbergasted. I don't really know what to say.
this game is closer than it looks at the beginning. I don't know. Like, yes, they have 2 imps down. It's actually good for you, I think. Get more CS, it's safer that way. Can't get caught in the jungle if we're in base, right?
Yes.
Soul isn't a problem. The only issue is Nash. If you can defend Nash, I think you're good.
I'm gonna.
Going for more, or what's your item? Spirit
The-
Visage?
Probably gonna be either Spirit Visage or Kinnick.
You should stop just using W randomly. If fight breaks out, you wanna be as high mana as possible. That doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, I suspected.
Let's hope the Lux runs in again.
Can't hold every inhibitor.
Unreal. Need to defend top. Top. The minions. Okay.
Everything to defend.
You're legit stronger now as a team. Like, you're higher level. Should even get Dragon here.
I mean, I'm gonna walk to it. This Bard is the best player on their team, so. Which means, yeah. I was gonna say he's gonna be around here because that thing's too low. Okay.
Sure. Golden Dragon. Alright. I can just chill forever. Till next Nash spawns. Don't have to do anything. And at that point, I think everyone is full build anyways.
At least my Caitlyn is built correctly. Has good items, but I'm gonna, yeah, Volibear's like in this game, and I guess posturing to run forward. There it is. Just gonna look to tank it.
And
They just right click the Nexus. Oh.
that was a rough one. Okay, well we can carry this.
Okay. Well, this was shit.
Okay, see my stream?
Yeah, I do. The entire saga of actually getting into game.
It actually took 10 minutes, wow. Alright, first off, do you have this document right here? This one.
Hold on.
If you look at this, please, if you play jungle, for the chance you play, just check how to clear efficiently on them. Because we're really slow. It's just if you have like 5 seconds every game, like most games it won't matter, but once every 10 or so it might, and then that snowballs, of course.
I mean, yeah, this game's clear was woefully slow, but it also was been a 3-camp gang, so.
Yeah, no, I don't mean like your clear should be 240 if you clear if you go mid lane. That's not the point. The point is like here we don't pull the camp at all. Did an extra auto
I was
on
all
that.
tapped in checking something, I'll be honest.
Yeah. Then here as well. Could be done a bit quicker. Skank is okay. It's opportunistic. Fucks it up. Yeah, you should never be surprised that Volibear like can be here, right? Because presumably like he does his clear
So
that way.
Clear, yeah.
Yeah.
And every jungler should be clearing downwards.
Yeah.
So.
Like for him, it doesn't make sense that he's here, but it's possible, right? It's not impossible. It shouldn't scare you. It's just bad for him. Like he just wastes time for no reason. I think this adaptation is good, where you just skip your grump, so you get Scatter Crab. We get both off of that, which is nice. You also get the Lux. Actually, first off, one thing. Why is it that small, man? Just make it like this. I feel like you look not enough.
Important information there.
Yeah, nothing important there. Like the rest, yes, this should be as small as possible. That's fine, but the minimap, just make it bigger. It doesn't need to be this tiny. Just your eyes will thank you. Like if you do you have glasses?
No.
Okay, well you might need them so soon if you keep playing with that minimap. Right. Okay. Yeah, and then this gank I really hate. Because first off, we have camps up. We have 1,600 gold. The best we ever get here is flash. Like, why? Why are we ganking?
I mean, I'm not ganking for anything. I'm just trying to like let the Scion crash, like get the wave out so he can reset.
Never ever. This wave is completely fucked for him. If you try that, you see his HP, right? The Kled can hold this. He just sits there, and then what do? You can't fight the Kled 1v1. That's not happening. Scion can't help you because he's like 3 HP. And then the worst thing would be if Volibear then comes, and then like what do? You're screwed at that point. If the Volibear is smart, he pushes you out. You just have to leave and recall because that's all you can do. You haven't had your reset yet. And then he just goes here and takes this, or he goes here and takes that. And you have no counterplay. This destroys you. This gank. This should destroy you. Like
I mean,
yeah.
Like I know I wasn't playing optimally, like especially like when it came to like the fact that like I basically never was punished for any of the plays I made because every time I could go back to camps in my jungle. So
Yeah.
but yeah, I understand. I understand like the fact that like me playing this like top lane here. Yes, I'm there. I guess I'm in position, but like my top laner is in no shape to fight. Even though I guess the zombie Scion could probably be more helpful than regular Scion. And
This
we could probably flip that immediately.
the reason I hate this game so much, like one thing is the tempo. Like you are like as weak as you can be at this point in the game because you haven't based yet, right? The only way you are weaker is if you're like this HP or something. So you're full HP, but you are compared to like everyone else, you are not strong at this point in the game. The main issue I have with this, other than that, is that this heavily depends on Kled like making misplays. Like if you're in VL, would you just assume that Kled goes in, balls to the wall, like stupid, and die here? No way, right? People.
I would, but that's me.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, if this Kled has like half a brain cell, he knows that
Yeah,
okay.
he backs off and does nothing.
Yeah.
But, like the Scion is fucked anyway.
And then you just waste time. Like Sion can just recall TP. He's fine. He doesn't have to do anything. Alright, if he doesn't have TP, then yeah, he loses like 4 minions or something. But that's okay. It's better than like staying in lane here because all that can happen here is just it getting worse. Now Kled does the right thing, which is just wasting your time forever. And now Volibear comes, they get the Scion in the end, and like, what did we contribute to this?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Then yeah, Kled tries to get away with his passive, but the outcome in the end is okay, but it's not okay because we did anything. It's because enemies messed up. We just assume that enemies are gonna mess up, then we can play that way. That does work in this elo. You're gonna hit a wall at some point though, and it is frustrating because if the enemy doesn't mess up, then you will just int and it will look stupid. Alright. So next time, after you did the scuttle crab, it was really nice. You got both scuttles. If you just reset then, you're so much stronger than Volibear for like the entire early game.
Good.
You didn't do this. Then here I gag you basically. Okay, why? Why do we fight here?
Level advantage. I think if we immediately go and pull the trigger on the bard when I go in, like we can kill him and then like play the fight or try and get out. Like I have level advantage over everybody in this fight. I have reset advantage. I have some like 2k gold worth of components.
Okay, two things. First off, do your teammates know that?
No, because it's Tokyo, so I assume they never assume they know anything.
Yeah.
I guess.
So you're making a play based on the assumption that your team does back you up when you didn't even ping. If you ping it, you can say, yeah, I pinged it. I wanted them to go in. But they have no idea what you want to do. And then, of course, they see it on their screen. But at that point, like, they're not in position anymore to follow up. The second thing, this guy never dies here. He just E's out. Like, what? How do we actually prevent him from doing that? He can buffer that into your combo.
Yeah, maybe I should engage on Volibear here instead of.
You shouldn't engage at all because this is fucked. Your Ahri is in mid lane. Yes, you are stronger than Volibear, but the rest of the play doesn't work out for you. This is still 3v4, and these two aren't really in position to punish anything. Like, if you go on Volibear here, you will just get collapsed on by Lux. Caitlyn has to walk like this way, which is really awkward because the Aphelios is coming here, and Bard as well. Like, he can just stun her on this wall. Caitlyn can't really stop that, and then Renata is Renata. Like, she would have to, like, do some gymnastics to get there if you go on the Volibear here. You should just not go in. If you wanted to go in, you should ping, number one, and then you shouldn't go in at all because this isn't a winning fight ever. How do we know that? It's just a number thing. Just the numbers advantage. Yes, you're stronger than Volley in the 1v1. Doesn't matter. This isn't a 1v1. If you can force it to be a 1v1, then sure, go for it. But you can't. Because Ahri is in mid lane. And she doesn't have ult either. Like, there's no way she can get there in time.
One second. I'm just going to grab something to drink real quick.
Yeah.
For more the meaning and lambasting for because I like to go in. And like, I guess like does he flash? Do I just land the thing and just so?
I'm not sure. Did he flash? Even if he doesn't flash. Even if he does flash.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's still like a bad play.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't flash. We just miss. But even if you hit this, like, what changes? He is a little bit less HP. Goes to like here. And then Caitlyn still can't follow up because Lux is here as well. Like, the Lux was even closer than I thought. I thought she was like here, but she was already there. And then we're just in the middle of 4 people. The flash of hope as well. And then Ahri is walking here after everything happened. Oh, that's rough. If Ahri did the plate, then sure. It's okay. Not okay, but we can cope. But now we don't get anything at all off of this. Okay. If you want to make a fight happen here, like, because you know you're stronger, right? Than Volibear. If you can make it so your teammates are as strong as their counterpart, then you should win. That is correct. And then you should go for the dragon. You should be able to go for the dragon. So how do we set this up? Instead of what you did, how could we possibly get a fight to happen here that is good for us? Any idea?
Well, probably we probably have to try and achieve separation from the flank, which is the Lux, which means you have to play down towards Caitlyn and Renata, which at this point would be kind of difficult. But I guess the call is to just literally pull the trigger and try and gap close on the Aphelios.
No. We don't fight here at all. What we do is we go bot, we push out bot, and then we can look if they contest this, then we can't. Then we just back off and wait until Ahri moves. If they don't contest this and go Drake, then we can move to Drake. And then they're all here, right? If they go to Drake, then you can fight. Because then you have Ahri should at that point be able to move, right? Because we see everyone. And then we are grouped up as 3, and we can actually try to get an angle on this fight. But no matter what you do here, if you start a fight, doesn't matter on who you go at all. It will always be losing. Like, you can go on Aphelios, you die. You go on Bard, you die. You go on Volibear, you die. Every single time. Just because numbers advantage. And, like, 0 setup for anything. Your Caitlyn, she can't just run past this to do anything. Like, even if you knock up Bard, nothing changes. Renata also is level 6, so she's quite useless. Basically, if you want to make a fight happen, you have to help your teammates here to be in position. And then you can try to. But don't rush it. Also, there's no need to rush it. Like, you were doing fine. You were 2-0. If enemy team keeps posturing for Drake, that's even better for you. Because if they start Drake, they take damage. They never finish. Like, they can't burst down at that point in the game. Okay. Then they don't do dragon, which is good for us. So we have this situation here. Here we're a bit afraid. I think here you had the right instinct. You should probably just go on the Lux immediately. And then after that happens, we see Bard. I think you noticed Bard, right?
kind of more focused on trying to kite out the fight, see if we can either get out or like get the last scrub and get out or kill.
Okay. If you did notice Bard, you should think, okay, Bard is not bot lane. That means if we just disengage here, they should be able to like force the Aphelios off, get like maybe a plate or something. Fuck that grub. We don't need to fight here anymore. We got a 1-for-1 that's probably as good as we're gonna get if this is 3v2. Like, you have to be insane and outplay everyone here to get anything, right? You don't have to force that. The game isn't that dire yet. If it's 0-20, then yeah. then go for this. But it's not. The game looks okay at this point. Don't have to like, fist fight them the whole time. Like, you could have just taken the mid wave the whole time. So you still get gold. You give them grubs, they get them anyway, so why fight here? Again, it's just a numbers disadvantage. If you didn't notice Bard, then sure. And but I'm pretty sure, like, from the way you moved, I feel like you did notice the Bard, and you chose to fight anyways. Neek is literally just counting sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know, like, it felt like I was trying, like, I don't know. Especially when I'm on the champion like Jarvan, I feel like I have the responsibility to do as much as I can in the early game, otherwise I'm gonna fall off a fucking cliff.
It's not that bad. Volibear doesn't really do much either. Like, yes, your champion does get outscaled a bit, but you're still useful later on. It's a bit like Lee Sin, where, yes, he's not gonna 1v9 the game at, like, 40 minutes into the game, but you still have a knockup, you still have your ult, you become quite tanky if you build. I think the way you build was fine. You can make it really hard for enemy team to get to your Caitlyn. Like, in solo queue, I get where you're coming from, right? Because presumably these people are bots. They're fucking useless. But then at that point, why do you pick Jarvan at all in solo queue? Like, in team play, you don't force stuff like this just because you think, oh, I'm gonna fall off, right? Because you know you have teammates that actually do their job. If you think in solo queue that's not gonna happen, don't play Jarvan. And if you do play Jarvan, still you kind of have to play him like properly. You can't just fist fight every time. That's just not the way you can play. In like, that probably works in like 50% of games or something, but you're just flipping coins for no reason.
Yeah.
We can still play him in.
What you're saying is I should go back to being a very toxic jungle Graves main.
Yeah, you can do that, or you can play Jarvan and play him like smart, not fist fight all the time. I mean, that does go against what you said at the beginning, right? You want to just fight all the time in top lane, but if you play Jarvan, like, you know Argarine, right?
Yep.
Yeah. What do you think of him?
I think he's a very, very good League of Legends player. I think he's, he is really good at what he does, but his skill set is very niche.
Yeah. Agreed, I guess. But what makes him so good in solo queue is that he just doesn't force stuff that doesn't need to happen. Like, he basically just punishes the opponents for messing up. And he's very good at that. Like, he is mechanically sound and stuff. But in the end, he's not really forcing unless the game calls for it. You don't need to either if the game doesn't call for it. Even though I do agree, Argarine is very obnoxious. Like, his stream is not fun to listen to when he streams in English. In German, it's much better, but...
Well, it's less of a dick in German. Or...
Yeah, I don't know why. It's maybe the mental capacity. It's just different.
Maybe.
It takes more of his brain cells to speak English, so he becomes a dick because he can't focus enough or something. I don't know. Alright. This again, really flip fight. This time your teammates are in position though, so it's okay to take, I think, because you are quite a bit stronger than Volibear at this point. Like, the only difference between this fight right now and the fight where you went in on the bar is that your teammates were there, right?
And we had numbers, like we were 4v4 at the same time, and then
Yeah.
when we took the fight, like they were split up, we weren't. We were like playing as a unit, so
Exactly. So just look for those. Like, the enemies will give you opportunities for that. And I think later on in the game you do that quite well. But if you do that in the early game too, you probably don't end up in the spot where you ended up in the late game. Right. So now we get leave a rundown. Grub Hub. Div.
the guy also parked at the end of the alley, so they had to go out and get like this is the place. Hello.
Oh yeah. Bonk. Was nice. Just abusing red buff. Alright. So, we are on the ward. Just reset. You have a bunch of gold. Aphelios saw you. Clear this ward. Presumably.
I am aware he saw me, but I also saw he walked back up as soon as you
Yeah,
saw me.
but if this guy isn't terrible, then he's only walking up because he has people behind him. And then you're just dying if you go here. Like, this is just flipping that Aphelios is stupid. And yeah, this time it works, because he is stupid, indeed. But why are we making that assumption? Like, do you know him personally?
No, but I always assume everybody in solo queue is stupid.
Yeah, stop assuming that. It is much better to just make the right play and then be pleasantly surprised if they do mess up than to make the wrong play, assuming they are stupid, and then get not so pleasantly surprised that they didn't actually mess up and we just got baited. Because that will happen quite a lot of if you do that. Like, the Aphelios is just, I probably assumed you recalled, I don't know. Or he didn't saw you in the beginning at all. But I think you would agree that, like, if anyone was here in this bush, they would be very happy here.
Yes.
So it's another flip gank. Also, it wastes a bunch of time. Like, you have camps up. If you have camps up, that like the small camps, keep them on cooldown if you can. You always have, like, in the later stages of the game, if you do your camps efficiently, you have like a minute of time to gank before you have to go back to your camps. In that minute, you can do as much random nonsense as you want. If you just keep your camps on cooldown, you out CS this Volibear by like 100 to the late game. Then you have a whole item more just from farm alone. Because this guy did the same thing you did, which is just off-tempo ganks that shouldn't work, but they do work sometimes. That's the thing, right? You don't learn from it because sometimes they work. So you don't really know, okay, was this a good gank or no? Because it did work. But I think you do, like, deep down, you do know if a gank is not worth it and you're just going for it because you think enemy is stupid. So if you just fix that attitude, then I think you should do very well. This is nice. Just punish the Aphelios again because we know he doesn't look at his minimap at all. Also, the timing is much better since we didn't have 1.4k gold.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we clear our camp. Here, don't do that. If you assume everyone is stupid, then you should also assume Ari is stupid, so you take this wave because you need to carry the game.
Fair enough.
And if the Ari does just walk mid, let 2 of these die. More important for you to just be quick on the map, I think, in this game. Because, like, both your, like, these two are on the map doing stuff. Your top laner is on the map doing stuff. Ideally, you want to be as strong as possible in these. Like, if everyone else is resetting, then sure, you can waste a bit of time because it doesn't matter. But if your teammates are on the map doing plays, like enemies are close, then you should always try to be as strong as possible. Which means 1,300 gold, that's too much. Especially if that's a completed item. At this point in the game. Like, in the late game, if your team has Nash and you think, oh, I kind of need a reset right now for Tunneler, then of course that's a different story. But we should never even look here again. It's super risky to try to start a fight here. Because we don't know where anyone is from enemy team, and we have a bunch of gold and we're half HP. If our teammates tried to make a play there, right? That's the reasoning you gave me in game. You said, okay, yeah, but Ari is looking to make a play here. What if I'm not there? Then she's gonna die. Yes, then she's gonna die. Is that your responsibility to be like the kindergarten teacher of Ari that makes sure she doesn't run away and kills herself? I don't think so.
It's not.
Yeah.
No.
So give them the benefit of the doubt that they don't just run in blindly 1v4. Yes, that does happen sometimes. No, most of the time that does happen, you won't make a difference. If the Ari wants to die, she will probably be able to. And you're not gonna save her because you're not like Janna or whatever. Like you're not a champion that can actually like help in spots where like if Ari goes in 1v3, she's probably just dead. That happens.
Yeah.
If your teammates want to flip, don't participate. Basically. The gist of it. This is really nice. It's just a one fight. Bit unfortunate that we don't get this, but that's okay. Then we try to kill the Kled. Okay. So, we are because we use W too much. But at this point, who decides if this fight keeps going or not?
Well, this should be me, but
No. You do not decide if this fight keeps going or not, because this Aphelios doesn't want to keep fighting. He will just leave, right? You can't just follow him. That's not a thing. You don't have ult, you will not kill him.
Mm-hmm.
So he decides if this fight keeps happening, if you stay here. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
So why do we fight on enemy's terms? We do not want to do that. If they decide if the fight is happening, usually that means it's bad for us. Of course they can mess up. Of course they can miscalculate stuff. Whatever. In general, if enemy can decide we fight now or we don't fight now, because if they don't want to fight, they just leave, that's bad for us. That means it's a fight we shouldn't take. You should just back off at this point. Because again, Aphelios, the only way anything happens is if he like messes up and runs in alone. And then, yeah, maybe, but we don't have to gamble. We have a mid wave that needs attending. We could make a play on the Lux that's overextended. We have like camps coming up. There's so much stuff we can do that gives us gold and XP. Or we can look at the Aphelios, trying to hope he messes up at some point. And then if he doesn't mess up, we just waste a bunch of time for no reason. And the worst part of this is, if you stay here, you have like 3 monkey-brained teammates that think, oh, my Jarvan is looking. He wants to go in. And then they also stay and also waste a bunch of time. When there's nothing here. Like, everyone should just leave. You got the 2 picks. You got what you wanted. The wave is in Timbuktu. You're not gonna get this turret. At least not, like, anytime soon. At that point, someone has to be mid lane. Otherwise, you just lose farm, you lose XP. And then again, you have a play on the bot lane because Lux is overextended. It's much better to just get there because the Lux, if you just leave, your recall, you run out of base. If she's still here by that point, she's just dead. She can't decide if she wants to fight anymore because she cut her off. Like, if she runs straight to her turret, you cut her off. There's nothing she can decide there. She can decide to, I guess, die to Sion instead. That's the best she can do. But this is like very, very, very clearly a bad fight for us because they just have to like be careful at how far they step forward, and then they just make sure you guys waste your spells. Like, they play this quite well, enemy team, but also it's not a fight you should ever look to take. And yeah, being doesn't have anything to do with it. Like, even if you have mana, it's not a good fight to look for. I'm pretty sure. There's better things you can be doing with our time. At some point you realize that and you just go take a jungle camp, but could have done that like 30 seconds earlier. Okay. We want to contest Drake, or why are we here? You just want blue buff?
I want to see if I can maybe sneak in and contest the Drake.
Okay. Drake is in 20 seconds. Where are our teammates? In their lanes.
Nowhere.
Exactly. So, don't go in your jungle. Yes, it's your jungle, technically. No, in the game, this is not your area. You do not control this area.
They should have like respected the fact that the bard was literally above me and they put down a ward. So,
yeah.
Like they have full information of where I am.
Exactly. Because this like immediately just costs us the Drake. Where probably this is contestable if we go in with our team, but at that point, yeah, no way. Then thank God our team is not trying to contest this, because then they would probably just end at that point. Maybe not end, it's 22 minutes, but they get Nash. Okay, now the tower defense game kinda starts. As a jungler, these spots where like your team is losing, they feel kinda shit most of the time because you can't get your camps. Like, you have to fight for every fucking last hit. The cheat code to not lose your mental in that situation is to just take waves. Just go bot lane farm there. Like, you at this point you don't have the XP penalty, you don't have the gold, have any penalty at all for taking stuff on the map that's not jungle camps. So if you want to still get stronger, then just do that. And then of course, yeah, if Ophidios kills himself, then we take that as well. Why is this fight so much better than the other fights we took?
Because they decided to fight on our terms. We had full control of the situation.
Yeah, it's more like you decided to fight, and that's why it's good. Because like the Ophidios couldn't do anything about it. He had no say. If he he can want to not be ulted here, but he will always be ulted. Like, he can't do anything about it. And then also they're super overextended. You have great vision. Like, you see everything. You see this is just a 2v3. Actually 2v4. Like, why are they taking that? I don't know. It's just a numbers advantage. And yeah, it happens on your terms as well. Granada still manages to die somehow. Anyways.
Well, the Kled jumped on her head and started railing on her.
Yeah.
Oh.
You have a camp up. You can just take this. As long as enemy doesn't see you, it's not that big of a deal. Like, if they don't start Nash immediately, just try to get gold.
Yeah, I guess I'm trying too hard to try and like be there for the team in case something happens.
Yeah, and then here this the Jarvan thing. I guess now we know. You can see that it's possible by just looking at your HUD as well. Like here, yes, you're stunned, and then here you're rooted. You can just EQ.
Yeah.
You EQ here, you're fine. Regardless, oftentimes it's good. Like, if you know you're gonna eat CC, just try to buffer your spells into it. Because League is very generous. If you just, the first frame you press E, if that happens before you're stunned, your E will still go through. The cast time just, like, you gain time if you put stuff into CC, right? Because your cast time stuns you anyway, so if you override that with an enemy stun, then you don't lose time at all casting a spell. Just CC buffering. Jarvan is very good at CC buffering. Like, there's almost nothing that can stop your EQ in the game.
Yeah, you can get out of grounding for it, so it's just nuts. But
yeah, also you can, if you buffer your EQ and you get stunned after, you will still get pulled. Stuns don't stop dashes in general. Like, there's a few that do, but most don't. It's actually a specific term, knockdown is what it's called. Like there's a few spells that knock
It's
down.
like a Mumu ult, Ari Charm.
Yeah, stuff like that. That stuff stops dashes, but everything else, like if you get stunned, doesn't fucking matter. And of course knockbacks and knockups. Even those, if you time it right, if you get CC'd, like during the cast time of your Q, you will still get pulled, even though you get knocked up. Putting stuff into the cast time. You know how to spot the cast time, right? It's this bar, this animation bar that appears when you press a spell.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Like this one we just saw it. Yeah, if anything hits you during the cast time of your Dragon Strike, your Q, you will still get pulled. Alright. So, great team fight from our team, and to immediately just fucking it up on mid-wave. Again, this is over. This happens, our teammates did that. Doesn't mean we have to also go in. This is where we just say, fuck my team, I go farm. Because you can't help in this situation. It's not... You cannot stop this from occurring. We shouldn't even be here. And then kinda Renata dies because of it. Because we kinda baited her into thinking, yeah, we still want to fight. Of course, it's still this guy's fault that he dies, but... If we don't go here, she probably also doesn't. We can manipulate her. Basically, think of your teammates as sheep and you're the shepherd. If you ping something, like chances are they're gonna follow. Don't be a sheep yourself. If your teammates make a play, you do not go there unless you think for yourself this play makes sense. If you think for yourself this play doesn't make sense, I don't go there. So it will be much better. You will die a lot less to random shit. Like you have to play this fight so well to not die, instead of just not like going here at all, and just playing with on the Nexus turrets. Alright. And then we kinda defended it. Enemies try to... At this point, I think the game is... It's not unwinnable. After we defended the base once. This is nice. I don't know what enemies are doing. If you see this stuff in game, this should make you self-conscious about your elo. Because, like, what the fuck is Lux doing? How can we play in this elo where people are doing stuff like this? If you think that play was dog shit, then you shouldn't play in this elo. Which means you should just stop trying to force random plays, trying to gamble on people making mistakes. Just punish. Be reactive. It's better. And I think you're doing a good job at this point in the game at doing that. Like, you basically just run around the map waiting for enemies to make a mistake. And that's kind of all you have to do. There's not really more you can do, because we are in a losing position after all, but even if we were in a winning spot, oftentimes it's the right play to just chill. And let the opponent defeat themselves. So we get Ophidios. We defend the base one more time.
This game went on for 5 minutes longer than it realistically should have, but...
Yeah.
Still, whatever.
And then here, you have the right idea here, but the problem is your team's not on the same page. Like, Renata should already ult at this point. Happens. And then she ults, like, shoots a goal. I don't know. It's a bit rough. Because this was kind of the last push. Like, if this doesn't work, I think you win. Because then your Nexus turrets come back, you all scaled, and at that point your team fight is just stronger than theirs. Alright. So, I want you to look at the clear sheet. Like for the champions you play, just the clear sheet has YouTube videos, right? You can just click here and then you see how they do the camp. You see the smite, you see the time. It doesn't have to be like as good as they are. They are quite optimized, but if you're within like 10 seconds of them, you're probably okay.
All right.
And then that goes back to the early game. Don't try to force stuff that's not needed. Like if you're super far behind and you think that's the only way we can win, then go for it. But other than that, if the game looks like okay or it's only a small deficit, just try to look for actual like winning fights where you have numbers advantage or someone is super out of position from enemy team, you got a catch, whatever, you have good vision, stuff like that. Do the setup before the fighting. Because sometimes I feel like the setup is in your head, like okay, you are stronger for whatever reason, but then you skip the step where you make the setup happen, where like everyone is there.
You know the old copy pasta about MLXG?
Yeah, I do.
I'm pretty much like that.
Yeah,
yeah.
a little bit. If he's down 10k, he thinks he's in a dire situation, so he engages. If he's down 3k, he thinks his team is
game's pretty much even.
Yeah, game's even. If he's up 3k, then yeah, he thinks he has a really big lead. And
like the thing that pisses me off the most is if I probably started going through my games and like actually reviewing them, I would be like, oh yeah, no, this is just bad, and then like I would realize it, but then I never do because I hate reviewing my own games.
I don't even think you need to review like after the game. You can probably do most of that stuff in the game. If you take that fight here in... Is it here? No, I think it was after, right? Is it after? No, it was before, actually. It was this one. If you review this, like without like tilting at your teammates because they are dumb, you will pretty quickly come to the conclusion, okay, there was 4 enemies, there was 3 teammates, and Caitlyn is like stuck walking through a choke point. Like if we are here, if we exist in this area, we just die. Pretty much. I think you can come to that conclusion yourself. It's not that outlandish, right? To read.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really need to review that like after the game. You can if you are too like tilted in the moment. Look at your games after. It's a little bit easier because then you can do stuff like this where you pause and let stuff run, but it's not really necessary, I think. It's mostly just fixing your mental. I feel like. Because you are better than these people. Like in this Edo. The late game showed me that. Like in the late game you played very disciplined. If you just do that in the early game as well, you will win so much more. Alright.
Thank you very much for taking the time to go over Platinum Elo Fiesta.
No, that's fun. I love Fiestas.